Duit YouTube, consultatu, tá mega má, tá mé an beag tírsúil, but mar tá mega má. Pretty eventful couple of days, the last few days. Saturday night was very good. I went out to the Shelburne racecourse to see the race dogs, and that was a fantastic night. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend going to your local racecourse if you have the time and the money. It's not terribly expensive. It was a very good deal online. It was €10 admission, plus you get a free bottle of beer and a burger and chips. And I tell you what, for 10 quid, you know, you're not going to argue much. So anyway, that was that. But I will say, if you're concerned about money or anything like that, and you're not terribly proficient at betting, I went in with the plan of putting €2 a dog per race. That changed a little bit. He was going to €3 a dog, 2 dogs a race maybe. You know, I kind of got a little bit swept up in it. Got a little bit nerdy as well. I was keeping track of all the dogs at one times, and etc, etc. So, but it was good fun anyway. Thoroughly enjoyed it. What else? Oh yeah, it's a good atmosphere. That's what I was trying to think of. But I went with the scouts. I went with my scout leaders, well, my Cub Scout leaders, and it was a great laugh. One of them couldn't make it last minute, but oh well, his loss. I had a good time anyway. So did everyone. So that was good, and it was nice for, you know, it was what, 11 races. I was there about 3.5, 4 hours or so. You know, it was a good night out. It was like 11 o'clock by the time I got home. Actually, it was later than that. But anyway, I'm rambling. Now to the second part of this video. Today I'm just back from it. I'm re-recording this video because I made it when I was out in Finglas, waiting on the bus, and as it happens I missed a bus waiting for talking to you guys. But I was out at an interview for a casual position at a climbing wall that's opening up in September. So fingers crossed I'll get it. Hopefully. The guy that was interviewing me said he had 160 applicants for it. Now, that's a hell of a lot of people. But he obviously has to filter out any without climbing experience. So that cut the group in half, pretty much. So I have a 1 in 80 chance, I think, of getting a job. Which isn't bad. I kind of like the odds. But, you know, because I've experienced climbing, I do a lot of it. I have a lot of experience with groups. I do community games and the scouts. I'm good with younger children. You know, I like to have fun. I like to climb. I can make it enjoyable. I'm not going to patronise the children by speaking to them like that. So that was that. It seemed to go okay. It seemed to go pretty well. It was a little bit hard finding the place because it's in the middle of an industrial estate off the motorway. So the taxi driver, I took a taxi out as well because I wasn't sure of buses. So I mean, at the end of the day, got out, had fun. He asked me what kind of hours I wanted and what kind of pay I was expecting. So I said, look, currently casual work weekends suits me fine. And wages, you know, that's minimum wage is $8.65 currently. We'll wait and see what happens with that. But so he said that's pretty much the wage we're giving. If you have qualifications or if you're supervising, you get a little bit more because it requires a lot more work. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I hope I will get it. I'll be in touch with him and he'll be in touch with me. And I think we bumped into each other before when I was in Gravity, so I might keep an eye out for him there. But I have to say, the building looks fantastic. It's a 3-story warehouse that they're converting. and it's not as big as I had in my head, but when you get in, it's actually like, whoa, that's high, that's very high. So, and then they've got bouldering walls as well, little kind of alcoves that they have on one of the levels. And I have to say, it looks really good. So that's that. Expect more news on that in the coming weeks, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood. So that's about me. I'm almost home, thankfully. Oh, but I have to say, the nerves, and I was so nervous going in and waiting for my interview. I was just kind of, oh my god, okay, calm down. But that's the other point I wanted to bring up about it. As most of you know, I currently work part-time in the Northside Partnership, doing my Spots vs Stripes community games. So I've been trying to work it out in my head about how well I'll manage doing 2 jobs on a part-time basis. You know, whether I'd have a couple more days to myself. You know, like. But it was like, if you balance it out, it's 3 days work, what I'm doing at the moment. So another 3 days on top of that gives me a day to myself. But, you know, I think I can manage it. So, I mean, Spots vs Stripes finishes in September, so I'll be moved to another office. And the climbing wall opens the end of September. So I have a month and nearly just shy of 2 months to get myself sorted, and in the meantime hopefully I'll get the job. But let me know if anyone else has been in that situation, what you thought and how you decided on what you decided, whether you went with both jobs or one job, or so please by all means let me know. Just cross the road, this car let me by, and keep in touch. Gurf míle maithagad, agus slán go fóill.